Today we're going to jump into a game-changing strategy that can simplify your marketing and speed up your customer acquisition. Pain and gain marketing. I talked about this previously in a video. We're going to dive in deep today. Hi there, I'm Garik Goodell with G Squared Studio, where we help business owners and entrepreneurs grow their business through digital marketing by focusing over momentum instead of perfection. A couple videos ago, I shared a quote by Zig Ziglar that basically said, people buy on emotion and then justify with logic afterwards. And this is true. This has been found and studied for many years, and it's a fact. I'm sorry if you're super logical and you disagree with me, your emotions are actually making your choices, whether you believe me or not. So that is something we need to think about when it comes to marketing. What emotions are helping clients step into our business, whether it's a product or a service, and what challenges they're going through emotionally that are them leading them towards it, and what emotions are they desiring to have after they receive your product or service. So that is kind of the basis and the gist of pain and gain marketing. So what exactly is pain and gain marketing? It's not just some crazy buzzword. It's actually a transformative strategy. It revolves around finding your potential clients' pain points, bringing those to attention, and then making sure you are positioning your product or service in the right way to then resolve that current pain point and get them to that gain point that they truly want to be at. So step one is identifying the problem. What is the pain that they're currently in? Let's use an auto body service for an example. So typically with an auto body service, most customers come from an accident. That's a pretty legit pain that's right there in front of your face. So in an accident, use our body shop. But that's very generic. There isn't much depth to it. It doesn't help you stand out at all. So what is a deeper level pain that they're gonna have? I know for me personally, when I've gotten into an accident, my biggest pain is time. Losing all that time doing phone calls and not having my vehicle and picking things up and dropping them off. A great element to focus on for that pain that someone could be in that situation is time. It would be a great gain for an auto business company to focus on having be their main piece that they put in their marketing. So if they focused on how much they take the load off you and simplify the process and get it done quickly for you, those are going to be big elements that stand out and really increase the potential that the people who want to make sure they save time are going to reach out to them. And if that's what they want to focus in on their business and really alleviating in that industry, it's going to be a great fit. So the second thing we need to do, now that you get the gist of pain and gain theory, is how do you figure out your pain and gain that your clients are going through? Really the pain they're going through, I should say, and the gain they desire. There's many ways to do it. One of the easiest things to do is if you're a product, go on Amazon, look at other products that are similar to yours, or even your product if it's sold on there, go through the comments and skip all the fluffy, happy, fun, loving people and drop straight down to the 1 to 3 star ratings and read through those. Find out what people are frustrated with. Find out what's bothering them, what's challenging them. Now you're starting to dive into and find some of the pains people are going through before they had your product or a product similar to yours, and or potentially once they received it, and you can find that extra little piece or niche in the market that then you can fulfill. If you aren't selling a product, go to your competition's Google reviews, or maybe your Google reviews or Yelp reviews. Find that, again, jump to those 1 to 3 stars and read them. Find out what challenges people are having. This is a great way to just go online, do some internet research. I've mentioned in previous videos, you can also hop on Reddit or Facebook and join some groups that are around your products or service and find what people are complaining about. And then you're starting to find the pain points people are having so you can address it in your marketing. But really, as I've said before in previous videos, the best thing to do is interviews. You can do phone interviews, it's the best, or in person, or you can survey if you don't have the time. If you're like, Garik, that's crazy, I'll never have the time. I get it. You can send out a survey. You will get responses. It will be useful. Get momentum over perfection. But if you have the time, perfect doesn't hurt. That's where you make the calls. And when you make these calls, I have once again put a PDF down in the description of this video that you can use to ask the appropriate questions to then get that information. If you don't currently have the clientele to do this, do that research online, or also you can download this form and you can go through it by putting yourself in the client's shoes. Or if you're a potential client for your own services, put yourself in that shoes. Just like I did earlier with the auto body company. That would be a big thing with me. That would be a huge selling feature to know that I was going to have the simplest, fastest experience when it came to getting my vehicle repaired. Another thing you might be thinking is, I have the time, but I'm not going to call all my clients. Don't worry, you don't need to call all your clients. Just call your best clients. Those are really the people you want to work with anyways. So if you do a face-to-face business where you're servicing people, think about the people that you love to work with. They get excited when you see that they're on your calendar. Those are the people to reach out and ask these questions to. If you sell a product, go through and look at your customer database and see who's reordering the most or potentially sending out your product as gifts. They're obviously going to be your best customers. Reach out to them and find out what their pains are and what their gains are. Again, using that PDF down in the description below. Okay, so now we're on to the third step. You know your client's pain, you know what they want to gain. So we're going to talk about how to use this in marketing. Let's go back to that auto body company I was talking about. So if they were going to make a commercial and they wanted to address these things, the specific pain I was talking about, such as time, this would be a wonderful commercial. Just imagine it. Person driving and then they crash their car. Obviously that needs to happen, so they need the body service. And then immediately as they step out of their car, their exact car pulls up, someone gives them the keys to it and says, "Have a nice day." That's it, like they're done. And then it comes up with the tagline. Hold on, I came up with a pretty good tagline here. Tagline pops up: "Getting in an accident is a hassle. We make sure the car repair process isn't." I'm sure you could work on something that'd be better, but that gets the gist. You now see how we're addressing that specific element, differentiating, I said that word well, differentiating, yes, nailed it, that being fast and proficient is an area that they're really passionate about doing for their clients. It's the perfect fit for them to then market that and put that out into the world. Here's another quick example that I found online that just addresses the pain. You will now start noticing that companies do use pain points in their marketing. And I know you might have a little voice coming up right now that's like, you know what, we're a really positive company. We don't get caught up in the negative. And I feel you. I'm also a pretty positive guy, and I like to not get caught up in the negative. One thing to keep in mind with this marketing approach is you're not hurting these people. You're not hurting your potential clients. They're already in this pain. All you're doing is bringing it to attention so that you can then bring to attention, you can resolve the pain that they're in. So don't get caught up in feeling like you might be hurting people or you might be being negative. You're just being real. And being real is helpful. I swear, I promise, this won't hurt. This will help. You will give yourself more opportunity to help people. So don't be scared of hurting people. Don't be scared about being negative. Utilize this information to help your business, help more people in the way that you're passionate and you want to. I hope you gained value from this video. If you did, this is one of many videos that I'm doing right now in a series about the seven things to do before you start rebuilding a website or start a website from scratch. So if you want more of that information, please subscribe below. I appreciate you being here. I am, FYI, trying to get to 1K by May. If you want to help me with that, I'd be grateful for that. And I hope you have a great day and great success. Today we're gonna today